Because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Still first down.
Wilson to give to Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So Olivier Vernon, nice tackle for loss. He had 18 of those last year for Miami.
And he really emerged in a game against Tennessee last year. Absolutely unstoppable. Almost couldn't be blocked.
Second down, Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's the big offseason signing from Miami, Olivier Vernon, able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. No gain on the play there, second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on third down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Underneath for Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target. And it'll be 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Toss play to Jennings. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They run again with Jennings. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Shotgun now for Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Yeah.
No yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they're going to try for the fourth down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. It's caught. Shepard. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Jennings. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. This is Jennings. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They're going to run. It's Jennings. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Penalty marker is down here. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. Eli's going to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, Mr. Davis, one thing's for sure. At the start of this regular season of the NFL, several fan bases are going to be watching that quarterback position closely. Obviously, you think of the Vikings, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Broncos. Should be some intriguing quarterback.
And what a preseason it was. Robert Griffin III got named the starter in Cleveland fairly early in the process. Blaine Gabbert got the job late in San Francisco. How about Trevor Siemian beating out everyone, including Mark Sanchez, to become the starter in Denver to lead them in this season? Dak Prescott got it because Tony Romo got hurt, and he'll have to lead the Cowboys maybe even until midseason. And Sam Bradford, expected to be the starter in Philadelphia after the Teddy Bridgewater injury, he moves to Minnesota where he'll compete for that job with Sean Hill.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Incomplete. Christian Michael was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Eli Apple was a top 10 pick in the 2016 draft, and one of the reasons, his ability to get better, because remember, he's a young guy, and they just figured he could go ahead and grow. A redshirt sophomore when he came out, he's growing at a pretty good rate. How about that play right there?
Very nice pass deflection. To throw is Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. That one goes for 24 yards. Now, they're certainly hoping to have Graham back for week 1, but Pete Carroll said back on Monday they're taking it one day at a time. They're not going to rush him back.
The long view is the key to success. And let's face it, they get Jimmy Graham back healthy. Even if he misses a little bit of time early, they think they'll be really ready to go with him by the playoffs because they've got to get him fully integrated into the offense. He's going to be a key cog for Russell Wilson.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris, shreds the tackle. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Manning. And he's got his man, Donnell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Manning to throw. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He got 29 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now it's Jennings. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. Manning. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. Oh, he's pulled, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Rashad Jennings with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are in for 6. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But, and it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The New York set to take the field. Here's Jennings. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Ataba Rubin makes the stop. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Earl Thomas, a defensive guy that can make things happen.
Arguably the best center fielder in the game today. He patrols the middle of the field with speed and with fury.
They go back to the air here after the INT. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. On first down, Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. In the slot on the right is Graham. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Another pistol look here. Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports studios. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They go play action here on first down. Cruz has it over the middle. 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 62 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Ball on the 3, third down and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on fourth. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's got room. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. Complete outright to Kurz. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 2nd down, Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's JPP, 7th-year man, Jason Pierre-Paul. Able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's John Ryan now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. And there's a flag on the field. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
And one of the gunners made some contact with a returner there, and that's going to be a penalty every time.
And they have to call it because the punt returner is defenseless at that point. He's looking for the football coming down from the sky. You have to protect him.
On 1st down, Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's 1st down, New York.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Beckham, the lone receiver right. To throw, it's Manning. Under pressure, they got him again. Atama Rubin in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. We have back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This throw caught right around the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read and they get to the backfield to make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And this seemingly endless drive continues. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
On play action, now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And there's a flag on the play. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Manning going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Manning now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Will tie a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Eli's going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Penalty marker is down here toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Pass interference. Offense.
Maybe a little too aggressive that time, and instead of defensive pass interference, this one goes against the offense. Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Curse, and he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Wilson, and his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Darian Thompson, the rookie. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Manning looking to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now
and he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Holding. Defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jonathan Casillas in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jonathan Casillas in there to drop him for the 2nd straight play. They may want to block him on 3rd down. Third and long. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Casillas. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
Red zone opportunity. Manning gonna throw here. Backing up. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons.